So I'm just going to show you how to run a Facebook ad. It's not a conversion ad because one thing that is common is people don't just buy things. So you when it has to do with a Facebook ad for either ABBA, curative, either nutritional supplement like this, you need to be very, very careful. Else, your ad account can get banned. The best way to sell something is when you don't even really sell anything. The first thing you need to do is actually to earn the awareness, respect, and trust of those who might buy. So, with all the Facebook objectives, what you will usually see is people who might buy, people who might buy, not because you cannot really actually force anybody to buy. But the major thing, when you do awareness, when people get to know you, even if they don't buy immediately, whenever they want to buy, some will just see your number and they will save your contact. Whenever they want to buy, they will reach out to you. So what we are going to do is not like we are jumping awareness, jumping consideration, and go to conversion. Now, what we are going to do is what we are going to do is to actually run an ad that we are going to be able to get people that can reach out. It might not even be for the exact products that you are trying to advertise that they will reach out for, but once they know you, they can ask for any other product. So that is what we are going to do. And I'm going to use some of the landing page that I have personally, and everybody also have landing page here for that example. So right now I'm going to share my screen browser basically. Yeah. So I'm sharing my browser right now. So I have some things open before. So once you, oh no, I've closed what I'm not supposed to close, but that's all right. Once you want to get started, what you need to do is just go to facebook.com. So this is your Facebook, and this is my Facebook account, just like this. Then go straight to the ads manager. Okay. So the proper thing that you might need to do before is to go to Facebook or audience insight and try to do some audience research, but Facebook is removing audience insight. So here now I have like 3 ads accounts, so I can select the particular ad account that I want to use. I'm actually going to run this and use it for ads. So I've been pending it for this time really. Okay. So these are some of my ad accounts, but I'm not using this particular one. So if you have only one, just use the one that you have. So I'm going to switch to the particular one that I want to use. So I want to use this. So once you get to the ad manager, so can you guys still see my screen? Hello? Okay, you guys are actually muted. So if you can see my screen, that's good. Type yes on the chat box if you can see my screen before I move on. If you can see, okay, good. Thank you, Oluchi. So basically now I'm on the ads manager. So like I said before now, what we actually need to do is just go to audience insights and do some audience insights. But this particular features on Facebook is going very soon. It has not even gone right now. Okay. Yeah. So it's the audience insight is going away soon. So since it's going away very soon, I might not even work with it. So basically, what we do here is just to know the number that is available for us, like coming here. So if I want to run ads for the purpose of this training, I'm going to be running ads targeting Lagos alone. Basically for me, because of you can do entire Nigeria, but basically the reason why I want to do Lagos alone is a lot of delivery issues, and most people don't want to pay until they see their products, and I don't want to be dealing with all kind of stuff like that. So really, um, Now you also need to know the kind of product that you want to push out. So, for example, now let's say we want to talk about products like fibroid, diabetes, hypertension, and the rest. So, what you can do is just to get use age bracket. So, for me, I want to use age bracket from like 30 to 50, something like that. Yeah. So let's say for 20 to 50, 30 to 50. So with this 30 to 50, I still have Lagos having like 2.5 million to 3 million, which is still very high. Yeah. Why did I say it's very high? Because the budget might not be something that will be up to that. So I can also decide that, okay, women. So when you do this, can you see the audience become reduced? It's getting down little by little. So I can say I don't want anything that get to 1 million really because of the budget. Yeah. So if you have very little budget and you are targeting audience that are more than 1 million, you are going to waste money because your money is very small. So, for example, I want to spend like 5,000 a day. So 1 million is too much. So because of that, I can decide to say, okay, let me reduce this age bracket. So I like what I have right now, 600 to 700. Do you see that? I like this right now. And remember, I've selected only one. So what this is actually telling me that within the age of 35 to 50 year, I can actually, they are all women, by the way. So that's same all. Now you can see it also goes to 2 million, right? So I might not want to do something that is up to this. So I can decide to have two forms of audience. So have for males like this for men. So you can see men 900 to 1 million, that's still okay. Or as for women, just to test. But for the purpose of this, I'm just going to test for one audience. We can now duplicate and test for every other one later. So once you have this in address inside, like I said, this is going. So you might the next time you want to do this, you might not be able to do it, right? Okay, good. So I just check the charts now. So the next time you want to do this, you might not be able to do it because July 1st, this is going, really. Uh, because July is 1st, this is going. It might not be so ideal for me to use this because you might not be able to use it again. So let me just work with things that you can be able to use going forward. Because your audience can also be accessed across the other business tools, really. But basically, once I have this, I can save this and I can call it New Lagos. So it's very good to give. These are some other audience that I've tested for different things. Like I said New Lagos, maybe I call that audience New Lagos. So this audience, New Lagos, has been saved. One of the essence of this is by the time I now got to where I need to select my audience, I will not need to be creating new audience again. I can just select saved audience. Okay. So now let's go back to main ads manager here. So on the main ads manager here, I want to run ad now. And like I said, I'm not doing conversion objectives. I'm going to be running what I call reach objective. So I can, and again, I'm not going to schedule the ads to run immediately. I'm going to schedule the ads to start running by around 11 p.m. this evening. Yeah. So here now, this is some ads that I've done not too long, really. You can see this one, reach is also reach ads. You can see the reach over 65,000 people. So basically, what should be the goals right now is ability to reach as many as possible people who might later call you, later immediately or later. Some will save your number and say, "Oh, I saw your distance, your ads on Facebook and all that." Reason they might not even have the purchasing power now, but they know that they need those things. Okay, let me turn off all this. All right, so immediately right now, just click create from here. So Facebook, these are different objectives. So like brand awareness, It's just to actually build a brand awareness of people that will recall that they see your ads, people that will remember that they see your ads. So this one is to show your ad to maximum number of people, right? In a very short time as well. So this is what I'm actually going for, not this. Then traffic is just to direct traffic to your website. I don't just want to direct traffic to the landing page. I want people to get to know first, right? Then engagement, you want people to engage with your like all this comment and the rest. App install, if you have an app that you want people to install. Video, you want people to have video views. Lead generation, if you want to collect people's data. Message, either Instagram DM, WhatsApp, add traffic to WhatsApp or messaging app, messaging ads. Then conversion, people that might make purchase, right? Then catalog ad, if you have an e-commerce website where you have so many products and you want a lot of products to be displaying at the same time during the ads. This one, if you have a physical store, people that can visit you, that is why you run this. So, like I said, I'm going to be running this particular objective called reach. So we have two options, which is best for us right now. The two options is either reach or traffic, but I'm going for reach. And you're going to see what I'm going to do. So once I click this reach objective right now, I just want to call it New Lagos. So don't deal with conventionally name. The way you named your ad is very, very important, and you should be careful. So someone will just get to this place and name it fibroid, arthritis, something drugs. Those are the names. Your ad can even be flagged by those names, right? So just name it something that does not even in no way relate to what you are trying to promote. If not, you can see, if I show you there, you see a lot of supplement products that I've run and nothing happened to my ad account because I'm trying as much as possible to play safe. It's better for people to be able to see my ad than I use some language or some words that will trigger the algorithm to flag my ads. I hope you are taking notes. So here now, I just call it New Lagos. New Lagos doesn't have anything to do with my ad in that sense, right? So you disguise with this. So the level for creating ads, we have what we call campaign. That's where we are going to select objective, what we are doing right now. We have another thing that we call asset level, and we have another thing that we call ad level. Asset level is where we set the budget, audience, and the rest. Ad level is where we actually put on the creative. I've already saved all the creative that I want to use ready. So instead of doing that at every stage, I just name that the same name from here. Important of this name is so when you have more than one, it's very easy for you to know which one that you are actually taking off. So I'll click this. Remember, I'm choosing which. You also have the option of going for traffic, but I want to do reach. Okay, so here now you don't have anything to do here. This is basically for people that want to run ads that are relating to social issue like rape case and the rest, election, politics. So we don't have anything to do with that. So we just move on. And remember the objective that we choose is reach. So I want to text only one asset, so I'm not texting uh, other ads. So I actually want to text for some certain thing like I can text for audience, I can text for creatives, I can text for placements. So that is where I use this A/B testing, right? So if I want to have as many assets, asset is different ads inside one campaign. This is one campaign, so but inside this one campaign, I can decide to duplicate this, and I want all the ads that are duplicate here to make use of the same budget. So I will turn up this campaign budget optimization. One of the importance of this campaign budget optimization is among all the assets that I will have, okay, if the system found out that people are responding to one more and that one needs more funds, it will push the fund to that one than you just run only one and people are not really related to it very well. So to push more money to that one that people are familiar, people are resonating with. So that is one of the good things of that. So I don't have intention of duplicating this for now. So I will not. I'm not going to actually do this. And again, if you have a very small budget, this might not be an ideal for you. So I'll click next. I have some ads that actually use that. Yeah. Again, I'll be on the lookout, or you can talk or meet yourself if you actually want to call me back, call my attention for anything, or if at any point you're unable to hear me very well. So again, I'm going to be using my Facebook page. So the name of my Facebook page is New Life Startup. So I've been building stuff there over the time. So I want so when you continue using that same page, so when people that have seen my ads that I follow or like see it again, you get to remember that I've seen this before. As a matter of fact, some people even think that it's a compliment, but it's not. So here now, the budget here, this guy say 1,000 naira a day for what I want to do. 1,000 naira a day might be too small. So I want it to continue running, and I want this app to start 11. Okay, let me put it like 10 p.m. Yeah, okay, 10:30 p.m. Lagos time today. So remember the other time we created audience. I'm going to change this. I'm not going to read that. We created audience the other time. So I want this guy to be at least 3,000 naira. Okay. So remember we created audience the other time. So if you didn't create that audience at this point, you now be able to do things that we're doing going forward. At this point, I will not be able to select the age bracket and all that. But because I've actually done that before, I can just click here and select the name of that audience. As you remember, we call it New Lagos, which is between the age of 45 to 50. Because the kind of product I want to push out, it actually happens mostly with people in this age. So I'm not saying it does not happen to people within the age of 18, even to 25, because I've seen some young people that are having diabetes. I've seen some young people that are having all kinds of things. But their own number is not as much as this is within this particular age bracket. So you need to actually know the difference between that. So because I selected that now, and we set all this before, we have this. Then again, so do you see that you won't likely spend the entire budget for this asset because your audience is too small. Yeah, our audience is too small. So again, it's also very important to follow uh, whatever Facebook algorithm is telling you, because this is from AI. It's telling you, because whatever message that you see like this is as a result of data. You don't have that data. The system has data. So if the system said my audience is too small for this, that I might not spend my entire budget for this. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead. I say, oh, thank you. I'll go ahead here. I just click edit. So I'm trying to edit the audience that we have already saved before. And I decide to say, okay, let's do both gender. Do you understand? Now I'm working based on what the system sells, not on my understanding. You see that? So we have this. So let me check again. If you are using custom audience or local audience, check or whether the audience are overlapping, consolidate similar audience, adjusting the criteria. So now that I've chosen this, I'm going to adjust the criteria. Okay. I'll remember that I've actually updated this to both male and female, and I want this to start today. I'm not going to set any end date. So whenever the money is finished or whenever I try to post my ad, I post it. So I'm not going to specify uh end date. So I don't want all placements, right? All placement is all available placement with Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, audience insight, audience network. I mean, so I will come to this place. I only want this ad to show on Facebook and Instagram alone. So that I will click, I will uncheck audience insight, uncheck messaging. Then again, despite the fact that I want it to be on Facebook and Instagram, I don't want it on everywhere on Facebook. I want it to be on a news feed alone. So I can come here now I say Facebook, I only want uh, Facebook newsfeed, and so with that, it will be reducing whatever that we have here. I also want Instagram newsfeed, right? I don't want every other thing. So I don't want stories. So I remove all this. I hope you are getting it. That is where I want my ad to appear. So I'm removing every other places I don't want my ad to appear. But basically, make sure you select at least two placements. Two, at least. Very important. So I'm removing those other placements I don't want my ad to do. So for now, I want my ad to show on Facebook and uh, Instagram. So and Facebook is saying I'll be able to reach estimatedly uh, 11,000 to 20,000 naira per day based on the budget, right? So let's say I reduce this budget to like 1,000. Can you see? Think I'm going to be able to be reaching 4,000 to 13,000. But one thing is, the higher you are able to reach, the better it is. You don't need everything. Just get 5% of people that you're able to reach. That is enough to pay your ads and whatever thing, right? So I will say 3,000 so because I want to actually reach much more than that. So now, so I like the minimum of 3,000 naira. Yeah, anything less than it might not really go well. You won't spend the entire budget. Anyway, let's see if I didn't spend the entire budget. So now that I have this, I can just say next. I'm done with this level. So once I click next, because I've already named my ad before, that's why. If not, I will need to be giving it name and all that. Yeah. So I need to select my Instagram account here. So can you see? Because if I didn't select Instagram account on ad level, remember campaign level where you select objective, ad level where you set both budget, audience, and other things. Why ad level here where you actually this asset level, I mean ad level here where you actually need to change the creative that you want. So I've selected my Instagram so that it can show on this page. So you need to have that. So if you don't have Instagram account, it will show there, but you'll not be able to reply them anybody that interacts because you select Instagram as a placement, you can actually run ads that will show on Instagram even if you don't have Instagram account. The only thing is you'll not be able to respond to the account. So we have that. So now another important thing that needs to be done here is uh what format that I want. So I want to use carousel ads, right? So I don't want to use slideshow. Slideshow might be too fast for some people, right? But carousel people will be able to control it by themselves, right? Carousel ad they can control it by themselves, but with slideshow, it's just displaying running faster. So I'm selecting carousel ads. So when I select carousel ads now, I will now begin. I can do up to five. Yeah, yes. So I'll now begin to select things that I want to use. So since I've select carousel ad now, the first thing I want to do here is to ask what is the headline and what's the headline and description and URL. Okay. So here now I can say headline, description, and URL. So what I'm going to do is on this URL here, right? I'm going to put the URL for the landing page. I'm not going to shorten it or anything. I'm going to put it direct. I've done that before. Then on images here, so I've already have those images ready while we are preparing for this. So I'll just click image. Let me bring in the first thing. But before we move on that, if anyone has any question, let me know. Let me know. So you can type on the chat or you can actually raise up your hand or anything. So basically, I'm going to upload those stuff. So let's say fibroid. Can see again the name. Oh my God, I won't be able to use it. The name is too small or something. 600 by 600. It's too small. Damn. Okay, let me try another one first. Wow. What I did was I just actually cut the one that I have. Wow. It simply means all of them are actually very small. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly edit that. But while doing that, I'm going to pause this, yeah, so that the recording will not be too long. So I'll try to go back to my ads manager now. Can you see my ads manager back right now? Let me know if you can see my ads manager back now. Can you all see the ads manager right now? You can just type, okay, thank you. So now we are here. So quickly, I will just um, come here, select the picture. I think that should work now. So type now. Because I've resized it to 1000 by 80, 1000 by 80. It should work now. Yes. Loading. So do you see that now? So when you want to run ads, just make sure that your the size of your images in this 1000 by 80, 1080. So I'll click continue. So that is for the first one. So and this particular first one is for uh fibroid. Okay. So I will need to have a kind of a description here, which is actually optional. And I also need to have what we call headline here. So I can do some catchy stuff like say free delivery. I've already added it as markup there. Free delivery. Okay. Why is this missing? Okay. I'm just trying to see why. Okay, call to action is missing. You're asking that. So here now, I will look for the fibroid link. I'm on the, I'll just copy the link right now. It's very good to go to your landing page and copy that. So I have this now. Immediately I have this. I go to call to action that I want to make this of. So I will not say buy now. No, I'll say learn more. So that you can go to landing page and learn. So it's not only traffic that can take you to your landing page. So see, so I have this particular one now. So this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to look like on Facebook, and this is how it's going to look like on Instagram. So I can now type something like primary test, just explain small thing about fibroids on the primary text. Primary text. Okay, so do you see that? So I just put it here, just a small. This is not too much. Um, okay, so I have this now. Then it's very important to have that your call or WhatsApp number here so that they can reach out to you 269 immediately or click the learn more or click the link to learn more. Okay, so I have this. I'm just trying to check again if this is cool. So now I've mentioned that this is for fibroid here, and you see that it's the first thing that shows there. This is the first thing that shows there. But I want to be able to So I actually have pixel, different pixel on my website. Why? Not this one. But I don't necessarily need pixel for this. But I'm just trying to select the particular one that I've been using. No, where is the no light pixel? Okay, that's not a problem. So once this one finish right now, I will do the same for every other photo that I want to put. But one thing I'm trying to look at here is who are able to know that this is actually photo for fibroid. Let me check how I can do that better. Like at a glance, people should actually know that that particular product is for fibroid. So what I can do is to add something like something that will make it more visible on that headline. Uh, yeah. So this is our headline. This is our headline. So apart from food delivery, I want people to be able to know what that is. I'm trying to think of what I will put there right now. Mm, call fighting fibroid, and I also want to be careful here. Okay, let me call it women's health. I will be careful of. I'll try to be careful of the kind of words that I use. Anyway, let me just type it like this: Fibroid. Okay, fibroid. So that anyone that is looking at it, then I might not be able to put food delivery again. Because anyone that's seen it at a glance should know, okay, all these products, what is it for? Even without reading at okay, fibroid, fibroid, good, learn more. And I can also say fighting. Mm, let me add fighting there. Yeah, fighting fibroid. I'm also trying to see that it's not more than what I need to actually add to that content. Man, oh God. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay. So that one is the first one. So immediately I'm done with this, I can collapse this now and pick the second one. Remember this one here, enter description. So I'm not doing that, it's optional. So I have this, so I can collapse it. Then this is another one. Select another picture and I will select men's fertility. So I can call it men's health. So somebody is saying something. Please, what do you mean by pixel? Oh, pixel is used to track people that go to your website. Yes, that's it. And I'm not using that right now. But I actually have it on that landing page, but I don't know why it's not showing up. So I'm not doing it right now. Basically, awareness is what I'm doing right now. So this men's health. So I have this men's health now. So for this second one now, I can just call it uh, health. Okay. So remember that we actually have this. So you need to be careful and make sure that you don't mix up the link. So for this one, I'll go to the link for that message. I think I have it here, but it's not man. This one is arthritis. Aha. And be careful of the kind of words that I use that I'm using here. And that's one of the reasons why I don't even want to bother to do conversion. So that I will not be wasting money too much like that. I have this now. So this is the landing page link. Then on that landing page link, I can say copy something here. So I don't want too much to it. So I have just here now, and I'll use that as my primary text for this. Where is it? Oh, so what I've seen right now is okay. Yeah, okay. Let me check this. I have this. Scroll up. I want to check the other one that we did the other time. So this is tripod. This is yeah. Damn. So what I need to do right now is to actually have one message that will cover all of them. I hope you get that. So I can only have one primary message that will cover all of them. So I will do that immediately once I'm done putting every other thing there. Really. So okay. So I will do that immediately I finish all of that one. So I call that on men's health, and one of the purpose for this is that get people to reach out to you, let them ask questions on your WhatsApp from anywhere. Yeah, so that's it. So I will need to change this because I need something that will cover like general X stuff basically. So I have this. This is done here. The next one, the third one here, I will select another product. Mm, let me do the diabetes first. Diabetes is loading. So I select this now. If I if I'm using just image as format, I will not need to do all this slide, but I just want to use one so that if one is not for you, the second one might be for you. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. So if I select this, um, any other comment? I'm a bit confused. Is it that each page on the carousel will have different message? No, they will have one message covering all of them, but different headline and different landing page name. One message for all of them. So the kind of message that I'm going to do is an health, general health message. So I'm going to replace what I have there currently right now. But they will have different headline and different landing page. So that's it. So now we've done this one, we've done this one. So I will need to give this headline. Remember, so I can call it diabetes. Yeah. So with this, because people should be able to know what um the product they are saying. What is it for? Fibroid, um, men. Let me even call this even men fertility rate. Fertility in men. Yeah. So we have fibroid, infertility in men, diabetes. Um, then the next one, you need to do more than three. So this is where I'm going to have the general message. Um, I should be able to have more than three. I'm coming. One, two, and so this is the fourth one. So I will just select this fourth one now. Select the product. So I've already done that. So attractive this time around. I will select it. Once it's fully loaded, we give it the name because people need to know what is it for at a glance. So here now on the headline, I will write arthritis. Okay, I hope that is correct. And on arthritis, the link must be correct. I'll still cross check all the other links so that it will not be going to the wrong link. I have that link too. Still loading. So we have this. And the last one, yeah, click add images. Select what's that? Okay. Fertility and boom. So it's very important after you've put everything that you still cross check before you accept. So we have this now, infertility in women, and I will check the correct link for that, and I'll put that on the URL so that it can go to the right landing page. So now that I've done this, so let me now cross check first on the top. The first one, fibroid. So this is actually the correct link. The second one, infertility in men fertility. That link is also correct. The third one, diabetes, you can see that is not correct. So I'll go back now and check the correct. Don't just assume that you actually have the correct one there. Okay. So and the next one after that, arthritis is correct. Next one, infertility in women is also correct. So what I want to do is I want to move this up. I should be able to go. Can you see the way I drag it? Yeah. So I have all this now. So um, the message I'm going to use here now is going to be that primary message. It's going to be general health message. Yeah, general health message. So I'm trying to think of one very fast. But before that, let me first of all drop my call to action. Call slash WhatsApp. So I'm going to add a general health message there. Um, and what could that be? Let me pause the recording while I'm trying to put that together. Thank you. So what I just did again, until I noticed that the recording is actually paused, is I went back to the art level, right, and actually changed our audience. So what we now have, the audience we have earlier was around 1.9 million. We now have this as a result of I update the audience out and I go to detail target. Let me do that, please. Thank you, Victor, for reminding me. I actually paused the video at that time. So we don't have these two before, so I just select this detail targeting. And on detail targeting, you can just type the interest. So when I choose people that are married and also people that are engaged shopper. Okay. Thank you for that notification. I didn't even remember. Then after that, I moved on again and I once again proofread the primary text to make sure that everything is intact. I don't have typographical error and all that. And phone number is correct, which is very, very important too. And I said, because if you didn't do that, you might, if you didn't do that, if you want to correct it after the ad has started running, you might need to, the ad will start all over again. So if the ad has already passed what we call learning phase is when the ad is actually looking for people that are likely to interact with your ads. So if it has passed that and you now update something, to go back again to relearn. So protect your health, with proven product for long life and vitality. Call this. So I also mentioned that call this or click learn more or click the learn more button. So the reason why I'm using learn more button because that is the word I use for all the call to action. If you look here, right? So if I use shop now, I will say click shop now. But because I use that, that is why I'm actually using that. Okay. So I can also decide that someone does something on the chat. What is the least daily budget? Uh, so again, don't run anything less than 3,000 naira per day. Yeah, yeah. Don't run anything less than 3,000. And if you are doing 3,000, don't do anything that are up to 1 million as your audience. Yeah. So here now, I can also decide that I don't want to use this. That I want to use the actual landing page for new life products that I have. Or let me even use my shop new life. Yeah, thank you. Shop new life status. Yeah. Mm, no, new life products. Yes. Mm, this is not good again. Shop new life new life status. That's one of my other landing page. You know, yours is also is even more better than this, like the first landing page. Remember, your first page is where I like a link to every other one, but I don't have that link. To, I see that this is not linked to each of the products. So that's what I'm trying to do. But yours, once you can use that your first landing page at this point. Uh, what is going on here? So you can use it here. So this will appear on the last carousel. Okay. Why is this not show like this? So I don't just want this one to show this, so I can click here now. But this is actually from my Facebook page. I'm almost done. Like I'm done really, but I don't know why this thing is slow like this now. So why this is going? You haven't copied any items. What is that? Okay, try to save this. I don't know why it's so slow like this. So while I'm waiting for that to continue, finish processing, if you have any question, let me know, please. This thing should not stop here. Is that URL I'm trying to add right now? So you are still there because that is still not yet there. So I've placed it now. So it should take off the error now. Yep. So if so, this is what I'm trying to do. If anybody want to click that, which is going to actually be the last slide here, you should go to that place that I have some single products. Yeah. So this is what I did. Click this next one, next one, next one. So this last one, instead of going to the previous website, I wanted to go to this place. So with that, I'm done. All I just need to do is to do publish and the ad instead. Keep going. So that is how to do it. So if I decided that okay, I want to do another one, I can click here. Like this thing is hanging. I don't know what's going on. I can click here now and duplicate this instead of starting the entire process and just change the product, the headline and the landing page. I don't know why this is hanging right now. Okay. Somebody draw something on the chat. Is it advisable to run ads for just 2 days? 2 days is too small, please. Yeah, because there's some ads that your ads might even be on learning phase in that 24 hours. So 2 days is too small. Run ads for at least 5 days. Yeah, yeah. 2 days too small. Way too small. You cannot really get what you are looking for without 2 days. So you can see one campaign, one ad set, and one ad published. Okay. Um, After now, I'm going to add funds to the account. Yeah, so that the ad can run. You can see, and I remember I scheduled the ad for 10 p.m. Yeah, so we're still around 9:30. now. So I'll be able to do that and add that. So it's not advisable. Please, nobody should run ad for 2 days. So later I will download the recording, upload it, send the link to everyone. Then how many how long should an ad run? Minimum of 5 days, please. Okay? Minimum of 5 days. So I'll download it, upload it, and send the recording link which in case you want to go through these videos again. And apart from that, we'll now schedule one more time to run another kinds of ads, which is ads that click to WhatsApp one. That will not even take our time because I'll try as much as possible to make sure that everything that we needed is ready. So we'll not be going through the editing and all that thing. Then after that, so that same day we'll be able to also I should be able to tell you how to use Lumen 5 to create the kind of video that I have on my YouTube, like product videos, and set up your own YouTube too. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Is tomorrow evening okay with us for our second day? So if it's tomorrow evening, 8 p.m., the same time is good for you, you can actually drop that on the chat box. If tomorrow is not okay, we can fix another time for that. Can this whole process achieve on smartphone? Yes, we can, but you make sure that you have everything ready. You are just plug and play. Do you get that? Like I don't have everything ready when I'm doing this, too, and that actually took us a lot of time. Make sure that all the images I want to use are ready, all the notes, text, whatever are also ready. You can do it. Yeah. Any other question so that we can actually round up for tonight? Any other question? So, in the absence of no question, and I've not heard anybody, tomorrow is fine. That's for Victor. That's for Victor. What about the rest? Tomorrow, 8 p.m., fine with you? Uh, Oluchi, Dory, Abiola, sorry. Tomorrow, okay with you? All right, you guys should let me know. Okay, thank you. How are you doing, Abiola? Tomorrow is okay, fine. 8 p.m. What about Doris and Oluchi? Are they still on this call at all? Yeah. Tomorrow 8 p.m. fine with you? All right. So let me know later. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night's rest. I'll see you tomorrow.